Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. We're having a look at a puzzle by Chinstrap today. Chinstrap has done some wonderful work, both collaborative with, well, I don't want to name them all, but the likes of Marty Sears and Calvin Balls, and he's very good. And he's also done some work on his own that we featured on the channel. So it's an absolute pleasure to tackle a puzzle by Chinstrap. It's not a Sudoku, it's a 7x7 chaos construction puzzle. I'm going to go through the rules in a minute, and it's going to involve numbered rooms, and they're going to mess my head. But nonetheless, I want to take it on and give it a go and see how we get on. And I do also want to mention that we've been having a great deal of fun playing Blueprints on Monday evenings with chat following along. And then Simon has had to carry on the last couple of times with a sort of carry on Tuesday morning, and he's posted it later in the week. It's really interesting stuff. I mean, the game is fantastic. It does seem a little bit never-ending, but we're so grateful to the people who join us in chat and make it such fun to participate with. That's been going on now. On Fridays, of course, we have a Friday crossword masterclass. Bonus puzzle this week, GCHQ. That's something very unusual. The Peter Svidler video, that is about the best thing we've put out lately, which is Simon solving a crossword by yours truly with, well, Peter Svidler solving a crossword with slight promptings from Simon, but an amazing performance by Peter, a chess luminary, absolute grandmaster, one of the world's best players of chess, dabbling in cryptic crosswords and doing pretty well at them. So do have a look at that video. It's absolutely fascinating. Goodness knows what would happen if Simon or I was to be coached playing chess by somebody. It would be not pretty. Even though Simon's a big fan, actually, of Peter and of Magnus and many other chess experts. Anyway. All of that is just the extra stuff on the channel. Now, on Patreon, you've got the Wind in the Willows Sudoku Hunt. Great fun across 12 puzzles and an advent calendar. That's a 13th Sudoku, in fact. Help Mr. Mole. He needs your help. That is on Patreon. It's a competition until the 20th, the prize for which is the chance to collaborate on a video with Simon. We've got so much else on Patreon. We've got solution videos to previous Sudoku hunts for the $3 a month Patreons. We've got crosswords, we've got connections videos, we've got gridogram going on at the moment. There's just loads of extra content. It's great fun for anybody interested in puzzles generally. Oh my goodness, so much. We've got Sven Sudoku Pad linked under the video, and all of our apps, which do feature Classic Sudoku 2, the latest one. If you're interested in good old classic Sudoku and normal Sudoku rules apply, unlike today, that's a good one. And the worms, the Sudoku worms, great fun to be had all round. Right, that's all the talk. Let's have a look at this. It's the first link under the video. It's called Oops, All Regions by Chinstrap. And in the main 7x7 grid, we have to fill the cells with the digits 1 to 7 so that there are no repeats in any row or column. We also have to build 9 7-cell orthogonally connected regions such that digits don't repeat in a region. Regions will cover both inside grid and outer clue cells, but not the given clues or grayed out outside areas. So it's the white cells we're covering with the 9 7-cell orthogonally connected regions. And digits don't repeat in a region. 2 solid black region borders in the grid have been given. Now, what are the cells outside the grid? A blank outer clue cell is a numbered rooms clue and must contain a digit for the solution check to work. Outside clues in rectangle are given numbered rooms clues, and a fully grey cell is to be left empty. So what is a numbered rooms clue? A clue's digit, let's say, well, let's look at this one. This 1 must also appear in the nth position looking into the grid in the row or column that's relevant, where n is the digit in the first position. So if this was a 6, that means the 6th cell as we go down here has to be a 1, and that's there. So this digit is getting put in the room number n, which is the first digit seen. And now with some circles too. Circles contain the count. No, circles count the number of outside cells that circle's region contains. Oh, I see. So in this putative region that I came up with, that digit in the circle would be a 3, because there are 3 outside circles in there. All possible circles are given. So there's a negative constraint on the circles for that outside count. I mean, these are some unusual rules. I've never seen anything like these outside cell counters. I've seen numbered rooms before, and I'm not good at it. That's what I was saying at the beginning. It does my head in. But here we go. Give it a try on that first link under the video. The video length will give you some clue as to how I found it, but I have a weakness with numbered rooms. But let's get cracking. So, I mean, the first thing to do may be... No, I was going to say we don't need to count the outside cells. But I had a weird and disquieting thought when I was going through the rules there. And that was, it didn't specify that outside the grid we couldn't have numbers bigger than 7. Oh, but we can't. It's okay. It's okay, Mark. Calm down. The outside the grid cells, digits, numbers, are numbered rooms clues. And they max out at 7, because those are the numbers in the grid are 1 to 7, and the positions in the row and column are positions 1 to 7. So, okay, that's fine. These outside the grid, of which I'm sure there are 14, there are. I mean, basically what you can do is add the dimensions of the grid. 7 by 7 is 49 cells. To those 14 outside, and you've got 63 white cells. And unsurprisingly, that is 9 7-cell regions, which is what we were told. So that was maths we didn't need to do. I'm sorry. Okay, these circles, they're all different. Right. Right, I'm going to combine that with a question about which outside... No, that's silly to colour them the same. Let's colour them different colours. Which outside cells can these circles reach? Right, I've got something important. Now, I did just colour them differently, and I didn't think about that. I'm thinking about it now. No 2 circles in this puzzle are in the same region. That's my allegation. I'm going to explain that now. Circles count the number of outside cells that region contains. If this was yellow, this would have to be part of a region. Like, it might be, I don't know, it wouldn't be that shape, but it might be that shape. And you'd have 2 outside cells, but you'd have to put 2 in both circles. And each region only has 1 of each number in it, of the numbers 1 to 7. So each region can only have 1 possible circle, because each region only has 1 correct output of the number of outside cells. And that number is in a circle. So these are all different, and that's good. They're all different because they're all different numbers. They're all different regions for the reason I just gave. They're all different numbers because they're in the same column. Now, how many outside cells in this puzzle can they reach? Yellow cannot reach there because we would be on an 8-cell region. So we can't get to that cell, or this one, or this one, or this one. And we can't even get to these 3, because the quickest way is a straight line. But as soon as you've got there, you've done 7 cells, and that would be an 8th. So that is not possible. These cells are they're not yellow, blue, or orange. Now these could be, because orange can reach them all easily. These could be, I was going to say all of the colours can reach them. I don't think orange can, actually. These could be yellow, I think. That would be a 7-cell region. So we're selecting from those 7 cells for the count here. And therefore, we must have a 1 and a 2 here. These are either 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 4, depending on how many of these cells they're picking up. Now, what I was going to point out is that these cells can't be orange, because orange can't, I mean, orange could just get around to there, but it would be shutting in. It would be sealing off. I think sealing off is going to be a function here. So what I was saying earlier was that these cells would have to, well, I wasn't quite saying this. I was saying that only these cells can contribute to the count here. What I'm now going to say is that each of the sets of cells must contribute to the count, because that count is at least 6, because these numbers are all different. So that wouldn't be enough outside cells for yellow, blue and orange. This area, this domino will have to be involved. So at least one of these cells is yellow, blue or orange. And I want to say that this cell has to be orange. Because if that was blue, we'd be sealing off an area of orange that wouldn't be big enough for a region. I mean, there are other ways to draw it, but none of them would allow orange to be a region. If even this one can't be blue for the same reason, I accept that's only 6 cells I've drawn. Oh no, it is 7 actually. So that's the only way you could get in there and let orange connect up. So this cell is not blue or yellow. It may not be orange, but it's not blue or yellow. Orange is here, and I think we can connect up orange with the most direct line because it's the perimeter of the grid. If you didn't connect it up, you'd be sealing off some region. Sealing off is really important here. I'm also going to say, no, I'm not. Oh no, I'm going to say this is yellow. That can't be blue, can it? No, I mean, if it was blue, it would have to, that's already 8 cells. That can't be blue, it can't be orange. We know that at least one of these is yellow. It can't be just that one, or we'd be sealing off. So this cell is yellow, and that must connect up. Well, we have to come through here, because we can't come through there because of the black line. So this is all certain. We've got 5 cells of our orange region. 5 of our yellow. Our blue has to get out. It can take some of these, possibly all of them, but it has to get out. So that's blue. I haven't had to think about the numbered rooms clues yet, which is good. I've just been doing colours. Oh, let's think about where these regions can reach to. Because if it's just these 3 cells, we've got a significant advance in this puzzle. And it's not, because obviously they can reach that one. But still, maybe it's down to those 4 cells for these 2. These are not orange. They can't be the same colours as these because there's only 1 circle per region. We've worked that out. Right, this is the question mark. You can't get up to there or there because that's at least 8 cells. This one you can reach in 7 cells. But oh, that's absolutely amazing. Hang on a second. That is a 7-cell region that I've drawn. The alternative is that shape, which leaves the least space being sealed off here. But it's still too much. Right, just imagine that that was a region. This cell would have to connect here because it has to get to the perimeter. And we've worked out it can't reach those ones. Those are all sealed off from it, obviously. So it must come to this cell. And now what happens to all of these cells? They've all got to get out and join up to here, but that's an 8-cell region. And if you draw this differently, you seal off a larger area, a 9-cell region. And we're not allowed an 8-cell region or a 9-cell region. So that doesn't work. cell up here is not connected to by either of these circles, and therefore they are picking up a maximum of those 4 cells, and therefore they're either a 1, 2 or a 1, 3 pair, and they definitely include a 1, and this digit is now not a 1 by Sudoku, which I wasn't expecting to deploy at any point soon. That's really weird. I mean, also, in case you were having any doubts about whether we were going to get repeated numbers in the circles, we now know that 1 is at least repeated. And I think, because there are 14 cells outside the grid, obviously we were going to have repeats. Yeah. It's totally clear. Sorry, I hadn't actually crystallized that thought yet, but it's true. Now, these are 2 new regions that aren't these ones, because they're 2 different regions. So I could call them red and green. And I could definitely say that this cell is, no, I was going to say it's either red or green, but it could be orange. At least 2 of these are red or green. I don't know, I may have picked a silly way of colouring. Oh, what I need to think about is the numbered rooms clues. Right, this 1 is appearing in the column in one of those 2 cells, and that means this digit has to be 5 or 7, because it's saying that 1 appears in room number n, and we know it's in either room number 5 or 7 down there. So that digit is a 5 or a 7. Is that any? Well, it's also going to apply from this side and going to put a digit in one of those 2 cells, and I don't know how to use that. I'm not pretending I do. These cells must include some blue. They can't all be yellow, obviously, because that would be an 8-cell region. So that's blue. Blue is not a 1. We now know that, the number in the circle, because of the 1 that sits over here. So now there must be 2 blue cells here. And then this can't be a 4, because it can't reach a 4th cell. This one is going to never reach a 4th cell. And nor's this. None of these circles can reach a 4th outside cell. So that is a 1, 2, 3 triple. Right, let's get rid of the pencil marks. This is now a 1, 2, 3 triple as well. Okay, everything else in the row and the column is 4, 5, 6 or 7. This digit is not a 6 because this is putting 6 in the numbered room, which can't be the 6th room because that would clash 6s. So the 6 is going either in room 4, 5 or 7 from that clue. And this is a numbered room clue for the digit that's being put in numbered room 4, 5, 6 or 7. That's not helpful. Now, this, I was going to say this can't be a 3, but it can. Imagine if this was the yellow region. I think that would work. And this digit in the circle would be a 3. This one cannot be a 3. We can't get a third orange cell, outside cell into the orange region. Okay, that's good. Now, this is the N here. What does that mean? This digit is going to appear. Oh, there's something about ones, isn't there? What is it about ones? Either number, well, nothing about ones in the perimeter outside the grid, because that 1 is fine. It can have a 5 or a 7 there. It appears in one of these cells. That's fine. But 1 in the perimeter with a numbered room clue outside it. Yes, not all of these cells have numbered room clues outside them, but some of them do. That one doesn't either. Some of them do. And if you had a 1 there, and I mean this is the relevant place at the moment, doesn't that mean that this digit would be a 1 as well? Because it would be saying what this digit is going to go in numbered clue 1. Yes, it would. So if you have a 1 in the perimeter with a white cell outside it. That white cell is also a 1. Now, there is a point that I haven't made, but I think is fairly obvious, that these perimeter cells are going to contain 2 sets of the digits 1 to 7. And that's just the simple maths of, we know that there are 9 regions of 1 to 7, and we know that the inside of the grid is going to contain 7 lots, of 1 to 7. So the outside is 2 lots. So this issue with 1 appearing somewhere on a perimeter and having a 1 outside is only going to happen a maximum of twice, because we can only put 2 1s in the white cells outside the grid. Okay, that's quite interesting. Because there's quite a lot of perimeter cells. These ones can't have a 1 in. I don't know, is this... If that's a 1, that digit is a 1, and we've got a 1 in blue and a 1 in yellow, and I mean that's fine on its own. If this digit is a 1, we don't have to fill these cells, so it almost doesn't matter. So it makes it feel like it's quite likely that is a 1. Oh, I don't know, it's confusing me already now, this puzzle. Can this be a 1? This would be a 2 and would need to take both those outer cells. This would be a 3 and would need to take all of these. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. No problem. I haven't really thought about this number in a circle or what it's doing. I don't think the numbers in the circles add up to 14 necessarily. Oh, they do. They do, because this is the effect of the rule about all possible circles are given. Every region that touches the outer white cells must have that number, the number of cells that it touches must be a number in its region. Yes, that's okay. So these white cells do add up to 14, and we now know that these add up to 6, and these add up to 3 or 4. So we're up to 9 or 10. These ones add up to 5 or 4, which is quite a low number. And don't we know anything about, I don't know, do we know anything about what numbers these are? How could this... Oh, this cell cannot be counted by any of these. Oh, I was going to say that these now have to be a 1-3 pair, which would have been really helpful. But I can't say that because this cell could reach there, couldn't it? Even though it would have to take that cell. It would be 7 big. It would be a 2. I was getting excited that, oh, and actually this cell can reach there. Oh, bother. Okay, that line of approach is not going to work. I'm going to have to think of something cleverer. I'm really not getting at this puzzle. 18 minutes. I haven't got a number in the grid. Haven't really got a clue what's going on. Sorry. Now, this digit is going to... Oh, this is vital. Here we go. This is vital. That's not a 2, because this digit would be there. That's what the numbered room clue 2, the N2 there would mean. It would mean that this digit had to go there, and they'd both be in blue, and they'd repeat, and blue would have a repeat digit, and it's not allowed. That's a 3, and this cell is not blue. Okay, I was resisting drawing any lines, but I'm going to draw a black line there. I might as well draw one around these cells too. Right, because blue can't go there, because that's a 3, and this digit appears there. So, I mean, I could have some letters as well, and we could call this one A. A appears there and A appears there because it's in numbered room 3. I've got a number in the grid, by the way, before 19 minutes was up. Now, this is, if that's a 2, this can't be... Oh, that's lovely. Look, we've actually established that blue must come round here because it has to keep getting out. And now this can't be a 2, or that number B would be that number B, and they'd both be in blue, so that's a 1. And this is a 2. Orange needs a second outside cell. That's got to be here. We've done 6 cells of orange. Yellow is only getting 1 outside cell, so this is a different colour and has to get out. So that can be violet. This is not yellow because yellow's only a 1. It's blue because blue is a 3 outsides. Wow. Okay, this is good. Blue is now 6 cells big. The 7th, and this digit is a 1. Once we get a 1 on the perimeter and we have a numbered rooms clue outside, it has to be a 1. That's what we learned. And now blue is filling up a bit. We've got a 1, 2 digits from 4, 5, 6, 7, and a 3. But I don't know whether the 7th blue cell is there or there. I've got 5 yellow, 3 violet. Violet is going to have to reach a circle because every region that hits the outside has to have a circle in it because all circles are given. The only circle it can possibly reach is that one. So those are now violet. And this is seeing at least 2 and maybe 3 cells outside the grid. Maybe that one too. We've got that 3, so this red-green pair are a 1-2 pair, and they're picking up these cells because that one's gone. Yes, yes, we're underway. We're underway after 20 minutes. Now it will grind to a halt now I said that. Right, orange, the maximum, it's already 6 cells. It could get, well, it does take one of these 3 cells, but no more. The colour of this cell, I don't know what it is, but it's got to be green or red, because these have to both join up to the perimeter, and they would seal something off if they tried to join and this wasn't green or red. So that's green or red. I think this one has to be as well. And this one, because there's 2 of them. Not sure about that. Now, hang on, there's another thing. We've found a 1 in the perimeter. We're only allowed one more 1 in the perimeter. No, that's not right. We're allowed one more, well, no, it is right. We're allowed one more 1 outside the grid. I mean, that's what I mean by in the perimeter. I don't mean this segment. I mean this segment. We're allowed to put one more 1 in the white cells. And whichever place we put it, it's going to have a 1 on the inside, or 1. It's not there or there. Oh, one of these digits is going to be a 1. That's interesting. One of these is a 1. That's not a 1 because of this 2. That's not a 1 because of this 2. One of these 4 cells is a 1. I rather think... No, hang on. 6, 9. We've got to get the circles to add up to 14. And this one can only be 2 or 3 in terms of what it can reach. Actually, this is going to reach either... Well, no, it can't reach all 3 because the size of the region would be 9 cells big. I think this is going to have to reach 2. Okay, the simple question, finally, I get to the point. The simple question is, what circle is this going to join to, this cell? It's got to be that one. So we'll make this light blue. What circle does this join to? Again, it cannot be violet. It's got to be that one. So it's light blue as well. Now we've already had 5 cells of light blue and it can't get to there. This digit in the corner is a 2. And we can just add up the circles. We have to get to, no, we can just say, where does this go? It's got to go with this circle. It's violet. That's a 3. Sees 3 outer cells. Right. We've got 6 violet cells, 6 blue, 6 orange. I'm on the verge of 5 yellow, 5 light blue. I'm doing very well, but I haven't made any single complete region. I've got 7 so far to share between green and red. Now, I don't think this cell could be a different color. Imagine this was, call it black. It would have to get out there. And how would these, one of these is green and 2 red or vice versa. And you couldn't connect up the interior ones. No, that is green or red as well. Now we've got a 2 there, and that's putting 2 in one of these positions. If that was a 2, this has to be a 6. Oh, look, this digit is being thrown into room 5 or 7, there or there. Is it a 2 and that a 7? It could be. It's a violet. Oh, this 3, where's that going? This can't be a 1. It can't be a 3. It can't be a 6 because that's not a 3. So this is, it's not a 2 by Sudoku. This is 4, 5 or 7. And it's putting a 3 in one of those positions in the column. It sort of projects that 3 there. Oh, we now know that this is a 5 because that's in room 5. Now we know that this digit is going to appear there. Let's call them B. And it is not 2 or 5 by Sudoku. And whatever it is, it's going to represent where the 2 goes down in this column. So if the 2 did go here, that digit would be a 6. This would be a 6. Oh, this can't be a 5 anymore. So 3 is now not getting projected there. It's getting thrown into one of these. If that was the 3, 5 here would go there. Okay, that's possible. Oh, I find this very confusing. Oh, what about those 1s that had to go in the perimeters? Oh, they're very interesting now. 1 doesn't go here, here, or here in the top row. There is a 1 in the perimeter of the top row, but it's not here because that would put another 1 in light blue there. It's not here because that's a 2. It's either here or here. There is a 1 in one of these cells. If it's there, it's not violet, and that is the 1 in violet. Yeah, that's okay. So the 1 in violet is either here or here. That's weird. Oh, 5's been taken out of these cells. Why don't I do that can't be a 6 anymore because of this now being 4 or 7. Why don't I do the simple deductions when they're available, honestly? Now, there's also a 1 in this column. And we are allowed one more 1 in the perimeter, so that can be a 1 if that's a 1. This could be a 1, I think, if that's a 1. Oh, I'm getting confused still. I mean, it's not that I'm getting confused, I just don't know what to do next. This digit is being thrown into room 4, 6, or 7. There's a 4 here that's being thrown somewhere across the row. Oh, yellow needs remaining digits 2, 3, and 5. So that is a 2, 3, or 5 being thrown into one of those positions. I'm sure I'm being very dense. Ooh, right. We need 2 2s in these perimeter cells. That's getting quite interesting. Why do I think that's getting quite interesting? Because these can't be 2s, because light blue's already had a 2. Oh, it's suddenly lost interest incredibly quickly, because all of the, no, can that be a 2? No, because that's B being thrown there. Okay, hang on. Those can't be 2s. That can't be a 2. This can't be a 2 because of the pencil marking, or that one. These can't be 2s because orange has already had a 2. Oh, I was going to say these can't be 2s because of the row, but, well, that one. No, I'm doing the wrong thing. I was kind of seeing these 2s and saying 2 is ruled out from there. It is ruled out from here because because this digit is going to go in room 4, 5, 6, or 7, but it's not ruled out from here. Because, I was going to say because it's not, because that could be a 2 and that could be a 7, and that would be fine. Okay. Okay, that could well happen. I've got to think of something else. We need a 2 in violet. It can be here. Oh, it can't be here. It can be here. By Sudoku, it can't be in these positions, and it can't be there. Now, if that's a 2, then 2 in this column is in that position. Can the violet 2 be in one of these cells? That's the interesting question that's now emerging. I don't know the answer. 4 is going to be thrown somewhere along this row. All of these, I think I'm being very dense about the outsides and about what can and can't go in them. And I apologize for this, but I don't really get it. I don't really get how I'm narrowing these down, because I'm not, basically. The 2 in this column is going to go in cell B. It can't be here because we've had a 2. So that is going to have to project 2 into one of these cells. But it can't be cell 2 or cell 5 because we've had those. So those are ruled out. 7 is ruled out because that can't be a 2. So this digit can't be 2, 5, or 7, or 1. It is 3, 4, or 6. And it's putting a 2 there, or here in the circle. Ooh, I've just had a thought about this circle. Okay, what doesn't help here is that I coloured these both red and green. Right, it looks much more interesting now. Green has to reach this bit of the perimeter. How's it going to get there and leave space for red to exist? Oh, I've just thought of another way. I was thinking it can't go this way because it'll cut off too much. No, it could go that way. Then you'd get 7 cells of red there. Oh, rats. But it could also go that way and reach the perimeter there and then leave space for red inside. But it could come round this way as well. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. Okay, I haven't had the good thought for a while now, so just bear with me while I try and resurrect something. This can't be a 5 because that would be a numbered room clue 2. 5 would have to go in position 2, and that can't be a 2. Oh, A's, so that can't be a 5 as well now. Okay, I mean, thrilling information. The 3 here is not going to go in cell 1 because the numbered room clue would be different. It's not going to go in blue. So this digit is throwing a 3 into one of these cells and is again 4, 5, 6 or 7. Oh, where's 1 in this row? It's not here and it's not here. It's also not here because that would be a 1 as well. 1 is in one of these 3 cells in the row. I have a feeling it's not going to be here because that would be a 1 as well. I suppose it could be in a different colour. I'm still interested in thinking about how green gets to the perimeter. I mean, it is leaving enough space for red, but it's very constrained. I just don't know yet. That's annoying. And I've still got, of course, 2 more regions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more whole regions that I haven't begun at all. Forget green and red. I haven't begun 2 of the regions. Some of these are red and some are green. Some doesn't have to be plural in my sentence there, because it could be just one cell is what I mean. Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I just don't know what to do next. 2 in this row. We've done it. 2 in violet. Could be there, can't be here, could be here or here. And I'm finding that quite annoying. Six there is in row 4 or 7. That's so not interesting. 4 there. 5 in this column. Can't be there or there. It's in position 3, 4, 5 or 6. Well, it can't be in position 5 because that would need another 5. So it's in position 3, 4 or 6. One of those is a 5. Oh, and 3 is in position 4 or 7. I've said this, haven't I? Now, if 3 was in position 7, this digit would be a 3, and that would force 5 to be here. 7, 3, 5 would have gone in the row. I feel like that must mean something, and I don't know what. Oh, do you know what? I messed this up earlier. I was thinking about 2s in the perimeter, and I thought we'd had one, but we haven't. We haven't had any. Those can't be 2s in the perimeter. This one could be, and this one could be, but they're quite constrained, I think. Oh, but that one can be. Orange can't have one. I don't know. Is 2s in the perimeter interesting? We've got to get 2 2s into the perimeter. I don't know. No, sorry, I don't know. Ah, where does 1 go in orange? Oh, it doesn't go here. This can't be a 1 in orange because that would also be a 1 in orange. It can't go here because that would also be a 1 in orange. It can't go here or here. 1 in orange must go in one of these cells. Oh, that doesn't mean Well, it can't go in this one, can it? Yes, it could, because we can have 1 as a clue. But still, we've had the second outside 1 now. It is down here somewhere. Right, now this can't be a 1, because that would have to be a 1 outside it. This can't be a 1, because that would have to be a 1 outside it. The 1 in the top row is going to have to be here in violet, because otherwise it's in a position which puts a 1 in the perimeter, and the 2 1s in the perimeter are there and there. Yes, yes. Now, there is a 1 in one of those cells, and a 1 in one of those cells. That's a little X-wing of 1s. This one can be a 1. I feel this one can't be, because I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure. One of those is a 1. One is at some liberty, but 1 in this column can't go there, and now it can't go in those cells. So it does go here, and that sorts out where 6 goes in this row. That's there, and the n from the right-hand side is a 4. And did that take 6 out? Didn't do anything else, did it? We've got this 1. We need a 1. We've got this double X-wing of 1s. There are going to be 2 more 1s in the puzzle, 1 in row 2 and one of them in row 4. Now, I wish I knew which of these was a 1. Orange needs a 1. It's going to get it down here. If this was a 1, that would be 1. We'd have 1 red, 2 green, oh, there's something, the 1 here, if this was a 1, it's projecting a 1 into position 4 or 6. This digit would be 4 or 6. If that's a 1, it's projecting a 1 into position 1 or 2. This couldn't be a 2, so this would have to be a 1. If that's a 1, that's a 1. I don't know, is that telling me that no, this can never be orange? I don't know. If that's a 1, that's a 1, and this is a 2. If that's a 1, this is 4 or 6, and one of these is 1. No, this can't be a 1, because we've got a 1 in one of those 2 cells. What am I talking about? This wouldn't be a 1. That would, and I didn't say it would be a 1. Oh, hang on. This cannot project a 1 into position 6, because that digit can't be a 6. So if that's a 1, this is 4, that's 1. Oh, how come that doesn't resolve? It's probably me being dense. This 1-2 pair feels really weird now. And all of these are going to be numbered rooms clues from... Oh, we still need these 2s amongst the numbered rooms clues. We can't have them in orange. Oh, one of these is going to be a 2, isn't it? No, it's not that one. In fact, what can this digit be? It is that digit. Well, it's not 3 anymore. It's 4 or 6, it's B. So, in violet, we've had 3, 1, 5, and either 4, 7 and either 4, 6. This one can't be a 6 because that would need to be, oh no, it could be, that would need to be a 3 of a different colour. I'm sorry, I just don't find this easy at all. This is being projected into room 6 or 7, whatever it is. This is being projected into room 6 or 7 here. 2, 3 or 5 being thrown over here. Probably not 2, but haven't quite got the proof of that yet. Oh, but again, that's quite interesting. 2's in the perimeter remains a very interesting feature of the puzzle. 2 either there or there would have to have 6 here and would appear in one of those cells. 2 here, this digit is already 3, 4 or 7. It can't be anything else because it sees 1, 2, 5, 6. So it's projecting this digit into either that cell, or there. I don't know what that means. 5 down here is going into cell 3, 4 or 6. Nothing's changed there. 3 is not going into cell 7. It's going into one of those 3 places. And it won't be blue when it gets there. 45 minutes. This is just going on, isn't it? Oh dear. 2 in this column. A 6 works, doesn't it? It makes that a 2. If this is a 4, we get a 2 here. And that's a 4. And this has to be 7. Let's just work this one through. Oh, it's quite interesting. If that's a 4, this is 7 by Sudoku. That's 4. Violet now needs a 2 and a 6. This digit could be either. If that's a 4 and that's a 7, this is a 3 and that's a 6. Oh, do you know what? This digit cannot be a 6. Because it's referring to that cell, and we can't have a 2 in blue or another 1 in light blue or another 1 in the perimeter. So this can't be a 6. So the only place for 6 in the top row is there, and B is 6, and we've found 6 in violet. Now this can't be 3 because that is projecting a 6 to here, and we can't put another 6 in violet. So this is a 4-7 pair, and this digit is a 3. And it's talking about that cell being that digit. We're going to call them C. And now 2 is being projected into position 6, which is the green room. It must be an actor. We get a 1 there. We get a 1 here. That's the thing that gets... Hang on. Does it get the 1 in the perimeter? Yes, it does. Because once you put a 1 in the outside, that forces this to be a 1. So we found the perimeter 1. Oh, I can't get rid of that. There we go. This is not orange, so it's green, isn't it? No, it could be red. It's green or red. This cell now has to get 2 of the perimeter. This digit is not red because red has had a 1. It's not orange because orange has had a 1, and it can't be anything else because it can't get out. So that's green. Now, I'm presuming that this is going to be the red digit outside the grid, and these 2 are both going to be green. Well, it can't be these 2 that are green because you just couldn't connect them up. So this one is green in the middle. These 2, one of them is green, one is red. I'm guessing this one is red. No, maybe not. Maybe not. In fact, if that was red, we've got a huge problem. Green, which comes down to here now, is going to have to go straight there to get 2 in the perimeter, and it's going to seal off too much. So this is not red, this is green. Green is coming this way round and leaving some space for red to grow. I've now got 6 cells of green. That is the red perimeter digit. This has to be red to get red out. This one I don't know. It's red or green. It could well be green, but green could grow somewhere else. Gosh, it's quite head-wrecking, this. Still. Orange still just needs one more cell. Oh, 3, it's not resolved. It's going into row 4 or 7. This digit is C. That's not resolved either. Okay, this digit is going into position, not 3, because it would be a 1. We're not allowed another 1 in the perimeter. So it's going into position 4, 5. We've still got to get these 2s into the perimeter. Haven't got any of them in yet. That could be one of them. Putting a 2 there or there. That could be 1 if that was a 6, and that could be 1 if that was a 6. This can't be, because orange has had a 2. Green's had its 2. This one is possible. If that was a 2, well, I don't know. Oh, we're nearly done on 2s in the perimeter, but not quite. If this was a 6, that would be 5, that would be 4, that would be 3. Orange would need a 7. Oh, I don't know what to do with that. A still hasn't changed from 4, 6 or 7. That's unresolved. Wow. Blue. This light blue needs a 1. Ah. Can this digit be a 1? That digit would be 4 or 5. Yeah, that can be a 1. No, we can't have another 1 in the perimeter. That's not a 1 and that's not a 1. Light blue needs a 1. It can't reach these or this. That is light blue's 1. God, that's complicated. I'm sorry, it just is. It just is. This digit can't be 1, 3, 4 or 6 by Sudoku. 2, 5 or 7, but it has to be the same as that. So between them, they are 5 and 7. 5 or 7, sorry, not 5 and 7. C is either 5 or 7 getting projected here. Now gradually we're beginning to eliminate digits from the center. 51 minutes in. I'm not going to finish in an hour today. 2, that's done. That 1 is done. 6 is getting into position 5. That's done. 6 is getting into position 4. 1's in position 1. That 4 is now not going into position 1 or 2, but can't be position 4. So 3, 5 or 6, and they all look like they're possible receptacles for 4. This digit then, what's this? A red, it doesn't matter that it's red, except it's not 1. It really doesn't matter that it's not red. How are we doing on 2s in the grid? I've got 3 of them. Light blue's had its 2. Violet has not had its 2. It's going to either get it here, or very plausibly there. Oh, let's have a look down this column again. 3 is either going into position 4. If that's a 4 and that's a 3, oh look, this becomes a 6 and that becomes a 7. Right, 6 there would require that to be a 5. And that would sort out the 1s. Oh, I can't work this out. That would be a 2, I think. Okay, hang on. If that was a 7, that would put 3 here, which would put 5 here. 7, 3, 5. Ah, this can't be a 4, because that would put 5, well, if this was a 4, that would make this cell 7, and in turn make this cell 3. So it's not 4. If it's 6, that's a 5, and that sorts out the 1s. So if it's 6, we've got a 1 there by Sudoku in a way. 6 there makes that a 5, and that puts the 2 remaining 1s in those positions. And now that can't be a 4. But 6 would be falsified by that being a 7. This can't be 6. For a bizarre, I'm just going to go through this one more time. In fact, I'll show you. If that was a 6, that puts 5 in that position. That makes both of these cells 1s. And now you can't put 3 either in position 4 or position 7. That's the problem. So that is not a 6. That is a 3 down there, putting 5 here. Now, I can take 5 out of that cell. Now I know this isn't a 3, and this is indeed a 7, throwing the 3 down to there. This digit's a 4. This is now not 7. A is 4 or 6. It's not doing anything in the row. And I've dealt with this clue, this 5 clue. This 3 clue is putting 3 in one of those cells. Oh, up here, this digit is 2 or 4, but it's not 4 because violet needs 2 and 4. It's not 4 because that would put 4 in position 4. That's nonsense. So that's a 2. That's one of our 2s in the perimeter that I was desperately searching for. And now 2 in this column is in position 4, which is here. And that does sort out the X-wing on 1s. And all my 1s are dones, including outside the grid. Right, in this column, this digit is a naked single. That's the sort of thing I like to see. 1, 3, 5, 7 in the column, 6, 4 in the row. That's a 2. And this is 4 or 6. And in this column, this digit is 5 or 7. So is this one. And this is the only place for 3. Would that I could do the rest of this by Sudoku. That would make me very happy. Now, violet needs a 4. It could get it there, but it could also get it in one of these cells. We've also got new colours to think about and old colours. Right. Where is yellow going to get its 2? Oh, it could reach across to there. Okay, not a good question. But things are going okay. That is 4 or 7. We need a 2 in this row. We need a 2 in this column that's in one of these 2 cells. This digit is being thrown into position 5 or 7. So this is 6 or 4. 3 is being thrown into one of those spots. These are 3, 5, 7 just by elimination. 6 is in position 4. We've done that. 4 cannot be in position 5 anymore. So I can take 5 out of that. 4 is either there or there. Can you see which one is right? Because I, sure as eggs is eggs, cannot. Okay. 2, 3, 1. We need 4. That digit is being thrown not into position 4, but into position 5, 6, or 7, whatever it is. Two is in one of those 2 cells. Where's red getting its 2? Oh, that's almost a nice question, but I think it can reach that 2. Ah, that was almost lovely. It almost let me write a 2 in here. No, it didn't work at all. Let's be more honest. That is, we need 2, 3, and 5 in yellow. Oh, we need a 4 in violet. Ah. A is the same as A. This digit is not a 2 because it's being thrown into 6 or 7. Okay. So 2's in the perimeter. We found one of them. The other one is either there, in which case that's a 6 and that's a 2. Or, oh, could it still be here? That would be a 7. Yes, it could. But it could also be there. Although, only if this was a 6, I think. Oh, where's 3 in green? Oh, that's a lovely question. That works. It's not there. It can't be in these cells, which are the only places green could expand to if that's not green. 3 in green, oh, hang on, it could be here if that's a 5, or it could be here if that's a 7. Oh, bother. But still, it's the second 3 outside the grid. So nothing else outside the grid is a 3. So this one, I knew that one wasn't a 3, apparently. This one isn't a 3 now, because green needed a 3. Right. Is this a 2 in position 6? Let's see what else happens then. 6, 2, 4. Five or 7. This would end up being a 7. Right, one of these two is a 7. If that's a 7, this digit, which can't be a 3, has to be a 6, pointing there. And then that's pointing back at this cell to make it a 4. And if that's a 6, that's a 4, and blue can't go there. 6, 1, 4, 3, 5, and a 2, 7 pair here. Can that be a 2, really? Okay, that's complicated, but it does work. If that's a 7, this can't be a 2 and must be a 5. You would have 7 there, 5 here, which would be referring to that cell for number 4 or 6. I see that works okay. Wow, man, I cannot get through this. Those are from 4, 5, 6, 7 in the row. These are from 2, 4, 6, 7. That one is specifically 4, 6, or 7. That's quite an interesting point, because it is the N for this red cell in position 4, 6, or 7. Well, it's not a 1 in position 7, so that's not allowed to be a 7. Is it a 3 in position 4 for red? 3, 4, 1. Just trying to make up the red heptomino. A word I've managed not to use at all in this video. Oh, yellow needs a 3. That has to come in this column. And that's describing, it's this 3 that's being described, positions 4, 5, or 6. Oh, that's not even helpful. How cruel is this puzzle? You get to this point, you think it's going to at least unfold a bit. Nothing of the sort. Why would you think that, Mark? Oh, goodness. Okay, that 4 is either 4 there with a 3 here. If that's a 6, that's 4, that's 7. This is 5, that's 3. This all gets done. 6, 5, 3. And then this becomes a 4. Oh, maybe the question is just, where does red get out? Because if it doesn't go round here, then it has to come through here. It can't be on both sides of this line. But maybe it does come... No, maybe it would have to use that cell if it was to get out here. It's quite interesting, red. This digit is 4 or 6, which means this is 3, 2, 4, 6, or 7. That is such an unhelpful... Well, not 6. Oh, this can't be 3. That can't be 4, because this can't be 3. Green's got a 3 outside the grid, and there's a 3 outside the grid there. This can't be 3, so that's not a 4. That's a 6. And that is this digit, which is not now 6. Oh, what have I just done? I don't know, 2, 4 or 7. Yeah, that's also not 6 now. This is 2, 4 or 7 being projected there. Now we can take 6 out of all of these cells, and that makes this digit a 3. Haven't really noticed that. That puts 4 in position 3 there. This is now not light blue. Oh, 4 there. We get to do a little bit of Sudoku. 7 there. And position 6 is now 2 or 4. Well, that was worth doing. That's not a 7. This is 3 or 5 in the column. These are 5, 6 or 7 in the row. That's not a 3, so this digit can't be 4. That's projecting a 3 into one of those two cells and going to make it yellow when it gets there. Now, this digit is 4 or 6, still into position 5 or 7, don't know which. Oh, maybe one of them's ruled out. Yeah, look, if that was a 6, this would be a 5, and orange would be broken. Oh, that's mad. That's a 4, that's a 7. 4 in position 7 is there. Yeah, that's fine. Now, orange needs either a 5 or a 6 in one of those cells, and I still don't know which it is. That's quite irritating. What digit did I get up the grid there? Nothing. Nothing useful. That 5, that's what I got. Right, so this digit could be a 3. Well, it is now either a 3 or a 5, being thrown into position 4 or 7. I've still got to focus on these silly things outside the grid. We've had 1, 4, 6, 2, 3, definitely placed. Oh, and another 1, but we've got still one of most digits available. Right, this digit is going into positions 4, 5 or 7. So that's 2, 3 or 7. But it can't be 2 in green, so it's not going into position 7. And that, oh, if that was green, this is a 3, 4, 5, 7 quad, and that's a 6. That's possible. If that's, I don't know. Well, green's 6. Where is green getting a 6? Definitely this cell. Definitely. And this is therefore a 5, and this is a 4, and now we know that is a 7 being projected into position 4. This is now not green, which has had a 7 and a 4. Well, that's quite exciting. This is I don't know. It's a 5 or a 3. Yeah, I don't know. Depends what this is. But green has to expand into a 3 or a 5, and it has to expand into that cell, which is a 5. So this digit is a 3, and that goes in position 7. And we are making more headway. 1, 7, 6. Right, red cannot expand this way, because it would have another 7. So it has to expand round this way and not touch that cell, which is a new colour that I am going to call pink. 1, 7, 6, 3 already in red. That can't be 7 or 6. That is a 5. 2 and 4 still to go, and it can expand there and there. So that's the 4, and this is a 2. In position 6, that's a 2. This is 4. In our new colour, pink, which needs to expand to there. Red is complete. Green is complete. Orange is going to complete here with a 6. That's a 4. That's a... No, hang on. This is a, so that's a 6. So dark blue has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. This is a 5 or 7 going into one of those positions. It's a 5 going into position 6. That's a 7, which makes this a 5 going into position 7. And that works. This is a 7 to complete the row. This is a 3 now, and that's a 6. I'm just doing Sudoku at this point. I'm going to stop before the last digit so that I can work out the areas, because I've still got pink and some other totally new area to do. Right, this is a 5. And this is going to become a 7. And that is the same as this, which is a 7. This digit is in position 5, it's a 4, and light blue seems to work. It now needs a 6, which it's going to get there. Violet needs a 4, I don't know which one it's getting. This yellow needs 3 and 2. It's got to take them there, I think. Now, I've got this pink, which needs a 6 that it's going to get here. So it goes through that cell, 4, 7, 3, 2, 6. Dark blue still needs 7. That's there. Dark blue is a U shape. These two cells are pink, because what else can they be? Pink is complete. I've got a new region that is starting here. That can't be violet or yellow. So this has to get out. I'm going to make it grey because it's my last colour. 6, 4, 1, 3. It needs 2, 5 and 7. They're all going to be there. This cell is violet, and that is going to complete the puzzle in 70 minutes. Oh, wow. Head wrecker. Absolutely brilliant chin strap. I mean, you do need to buckle your chin straps to have a go at chin straps puzzles. Oh, I never did all the lining of regions, did I? I don't know why I'm bothering now. Just for fun. It's amazing what some people find fun, but I love these puzzles. I do find them enormous fun, and oh, that was an original. That's why it's particularly dark. It was a given barrier in the grid. Right, 1 or 2 of those aren't necessary, like that one and this one. But the rest are to bind, to separate those areas. What a puzzle. I mean, if there were things there that you were seeing going, why can't you see that? Do you know what? I didn't find those things, ever. I found other ways around them, if that's the case. Because the things I found just weren't easy to see. And this reliance on the outside of the grid having, oh, what's happening there? Having 1 of each or 2 of each category. 4, 1, 2, 6, 5, yeah. I mean, even the deduction about the circles adding up to 14, which I didn't make for a long time. Tough stuff. Great fun, but tough stuff. I do love this stuff. Please come back tomorrow and see me have a go at another puzzle. And Simon as well. We'd love it if you did. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.